So today we're looking at edible weeds in the winter vegetable garden. So you don't have to think of this proliferation of green as a problem. You just need to, as permaculture says, the problem is the solution, so find ways to use it. So this one here is, I think, the most useful. It's got a bit of coriander with that. But this little lovely soft green leaf plant is chickweed, or Stellaria media. And it's really lovely just eaten straight from the garden. Added to salads, added to smoothies. Very, very high in chlorophyll, so great for green smoothies. If you've got too much of it, you can put a whole lot in a bucket, cover it, put water inside, cover it, leave it for 3 days, and then water it back into your garden so you don't lose the nutrients. And it's also a fantastic chicken and quail food in winter. So that's a really wonderful one. There's also another one that's a typical winter plant. It's nettle, and that often occurs in soils with reasonable fertility, and also we've added manure to this garden, so it's often in a lot of manures. So the good old stinging nettle, if you grab it quickly, you can avoid injury to your skin. If you do get prickled, you can find yourself a dock plant and crush the leaves and rub it onto your skin to kind of diminish the itchiness of it. But this is great eaten, obviously cooked. You can throw it into soups. You can throw it into smoothies too, because this breaks down the stinging aspect to it. Obviously take the roots off first, give it a little rinse. And yeah, it's a really nutritious plant. You can cook them really lightly and make a tofu or a cheese pie, or like a little cheese pastry sort of thing with nettle. You can make a fantastic pesto. There's quite a few uses for nettle. It also makes a wonderful weed tea. It's really high in a lot of different nutrients that are good to add to your garden. So definitely don't throw it away, definitely use it. You can also just simply pull these weeds up and tuck them under your mulch so that they rot down back into your soil. That's the simplest way of doing it. Oh, very quickly. And we also have here, just in here, a lovely little milk thistle. Now, I'm going to pull it out because it's competing with the coriander, but this is good old milk thistle. And you can tell that that's the case. It's not going to do much. Anyway, it often gets a nice milkiness in its sap. When they're soft like this, they can be added to salads. They're really yummy. So when they're a bit older, you can, slightly bitter, so quite good for the liver and good for winter when you're eating heavier foods. You can also add these to cooked greens or mixed cooked greens, which in Greek is horta, which I have to apologise for my poor Greek pronunciation, but my Greek neighbours have taught me about horta or mixed greens, and it's a fantastic thing to do, where you just grab a leaf off your broccoletti, greens that like cooking. And one more plant over here, if we can manage to get Anne to show this, is the plantain. And this is a really wonderful cleansing plant, and you can pulverize it and use it as a poultice on cuts, but you can also make a tea out of this, and it's a really, really good cleansing tea, and Anthony Williams mentions this in some of his posts, so look that up.